people everywhere. We smoke that ganja, blow that smoke up in the air. They say we don't can have it, but we really don't care. Liberate the mind of the people everywhere. We all love them, everyone. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Leo.
Yeah, it's your boy Mikey.
Welcome to the Mikey Leo Show. Classic syndrome of the people, bro.
What is it? Denial?
Denial. I ain't do it.
Denial.
That wasn't me.
That's what they used to say. That's what they used to say when you got your shot blocked or something.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Denial.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Wrong.
He got his shot rejected.
You hear me? Put that Mutombo on, lay that finger on him, bro.
No. But no, we're not talking about that type of.
We ain't talking about that type of denial, bro.
We're talking about actual denial, like when a person can't really go inside themselves and really, like, you know, own up to certain things. It may be faults, it may be good things about themselves, but they can't own up to it at all. Because you can be modestly in denial, you know what I'm saying? Like a person give you a compliment, like, oh, stop it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like denial.
Yeah,
you know,
that's almost cute.
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
Yeah.
And then you have people where they know that they have problems in certain areas, and they know that they should fix them, but they refuse to do so because of denial.
It look like a duck. Quack like a duck.
Quack, quack.
You know what I'm saying? You call it a giraffe. You dig what I'm saying? You like, come on, man.
How you know?
You know there's a damn duck, bro.
You being a duck right now.
Yeah,
being
man.
Howard right now. I mean, if you can't own up to shit that you know is obvious, you know, why would I even take you serious?
How can you even grow?
You can't. Like, it's like, okay, it's kind of like the definition of insanity.
Right.
You know, you keep doing the same thing expecting a different outcome. That's insane. And people who are in denial, they keep telling themselves the same shit, thinking that, you know, nothing is wrong. And to me, that's psychotic as fuck. To me, it's very psychotic, dog. Like,
the psychotic thing you said it makes me think of 3 character traits that I can see would embrace denial. The narcissist, sociopath, and psychopath.
Narcissist, sociopath, and psychopath.
Yeah. Because see, the narcissist, you know, he used gaslighting. That's a form of denial. Hiding things, control, but he won't take up ownership. The sociopath is more like, you know, yeah, I did it. You get what I'm saying?
What you gonna do about
there's
it?
nothing, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing that you can, you'll have to leave them alone. The psychopath, I mean, there's nothing, it's just coldness.
Yeah.
You know.
There's nothing you can tell them.
Yeah, they might not even deny it, be looking at you like.
I know. I'm embracing that shit. I would respect the person more if they just embraced it instead of denying it when you know, like, if something's so obvious, you know, you can't deny that, man. It, like, everybody can see it.
Yeah. Actually, I think a person is more juicy when they embrace that other side of them.
Yeah, because, I mean, I can't use it against you because you wear it, you know, on your damn sleeve. So how can I use it against you? I've always respected people who just own up to who they are, or what they are, or mistakes they may have made, or even certain cycles that they're in right at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect the person that can tell me, hey, you know, I got a problem with this, and I can't help it.
Right.
Simple as that.
Right. And just own up to it. Even, you know, I mean, it's some parts about yourself you could even like if you just look at it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't have to get rid of everything. Because I think that people in denial, they have an image that they trying to portray.
Yeah, they're trying to save face.
Yeah.
And that's fake in itself. Because what do you need to, you know, save an image for? You know what I mean? Like, unless you're just trying to push off a certain character, like, you know, actors and people like that try to hold certain images, and politicians, they try to hold certain images, and we all know that that's fake. You know, so what are you doing? And I mean, are you an actor? Are you anybody that has a character that needs to be, you know, self-sustained in that way.
Right.
Because if not, then I mean, you just doing some shit that don't need to be really done for real. You're stagnating your growth, like you said before.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even worth it if you think about it, because if you're in denial, that means you can't be living in the truth.
Right.
And as long as you're living in a state of illusion, it's like, well, illusion is a false, which is a lie, a farce. So if you living in a lie, you know, if you tell one lie, then you got to tell another lie to
sustain the last lie.
Exactly, to sustain the last lie. And so you will end up being in a cycle of never-ending lies, and then you have to remember everything you say. So when a person sees discrepancies because you just talking one day and say something you probably didn't realize you said, then they'll be like, hey, wait a minute, I thought this happened.
Right.
Now, that's when denial comes in at. Usually after a certain picture don't add up.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Like, okay, well, I know what I heard, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but you said that, y'all. It's like, that's why you got people recording conversations and stuff now, because people are in denial so much, which I think denial is another word for lying, you know?
It's lying.
You're lying. And like, if you love somebody, right? Like say I'm in denial to my girlfriend or whatever about just about some random shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm denying her the truth about what she clearly sees. I don't truly, you know, respect you if I'm lying to you like that and I know that you're right. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you gotta know that, okay, I lost this battle. It shouldn't even be looked at as that way. Like, it shouldn't even be a battle. It should be just like, hey, I'm trying to be a better person for myself, first of all, and for my relationship, you know? So you should want to be, you should want to bear that type of, not weakness, but that type of, I guess you can call it a weakness. You should be able to bear that to your partner, your family. You know what I'm saying? Now, people out on the street, I deny them all fucking day. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that privilege to see me in that certain state like that.
Yeah, like calling in sick to work.
Yeah,
You ain't sick. You just be like, you say what you gotta say to keep your job and you keep it moving.
Right. Now, unless they ask you for a damn doctor's note.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you gotta go.
Right, now you gotta go to the doctor.
Now, the thing I notice about denial is I don't be real with the person, right? Then I'm not giving them the real me.
Yeah.
So they'll never be able to know the real me. So when I need it most, they won't know me.
Because you didn't give them the real you.
They'll only know the image. And so you build a bunch of relationships where people actually never get a chance to know the real you. And so these people that are in denial, they don't even see that now when you up against a wall and the person talking to you, you can get mad at that person because they don't know you and can't help you.
Right.
You know, and so they set their own selves up for failure that way.
Right. It's like you setting your own trap. It's like, you know, if you do that or act that way, you're almost like being fake to yourself. And that's one thing I just cannot do to myself. I can't be fake to myself. Because if I'm being fake to myself, then do I know myself?
Right. Right. If you being fake to yourself and you can't tell yourself the truth, do you know how complicated it is to help a person that runs habitually from the truth? You a habitual truth runner.
Hey, that's a good one right there.
Yeah, that's a Charlie Murphyism right there, bro. R.I.P.
That's that ism, dog.
Yeah, you a habitual, man, what I say?
A truth runner.
A habitual truth runner, dog.
Yeah.
A truth dodger. Bro.
Truth dodger. You dodging
that.
that shit. You matrixing that motherfucker.
You know, and when you talk to a person like that and you are a person that's real and bring a person in denial of truth, they'll never see it or understand it because it's an honest, real look, which they don't relate to. You
No.
dig what I'm saying?
Like more people would relate to you if you were, embracing your faults.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you to keep face, cause like the most respected people throughout history were people who were not in denial, people who actually embraced their faults. Like if I can think of somebody, I look at Malcolm X. Malcolm X had a lot of fucking demons in his past, and he acknowledged those, was not in denial of it, and he was able to grow and move forward. I can keep going down the list of a lot of influential people. You actually garner more respect from people when you do acknowledge certain things that people can see, or just be transparent. It kind of humanizes you in a sense, because most people who are in denial, to me, have this like godlike concept, or this Messiah, complex, Messiah complex.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it's unrealistic because you're not God, and God ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? So your representation of God is kind of skewed any damn way, because God ain't perfect and nobody is perfect.
Well, look, they say God perfect, but according to Christian belief, God would be a jealous God.
Right.
And God would get angry.
That don't sound perfect to me.
No, in no sense of form or fashion, but that'll be another topic. Maybe we can talk about that, because I got a lot to say on that.
Oh yeah, that'll be
I got a lot to say on that subject. But what I noticed with denial, I noticed that on a grand level, when a person is in denial, that like look how Kevin Hart handled his business.
He owned up to it.
He was real transparent about it. Now he may not have went
all the way in.
Yeah,
left some shit out.
Of course. Who wouldn't?
Right.
It ain't nobody our business, no way, for real. He chose to live like that.
Yeah, they were about to extort him though.
Yeah, and he like, I'd rather the truth come out than to let
it come from your mouth. I'd rather say it and damage my brand myself than you damage my shit and I can't fix it. Like, and he fixed that shit too. And I would say he's more respected now because of that transparency and him not denying the obvious. We know you're a man. We know you the nigga right now. And we know they throwing that pussy at you, bro. Like, come on, man.
No, they didn't want it. No,
that guy no, said no.
I don't want to take it. No, get out my face.
Ice Cube. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it. No. Why Ice Cube always got that high pitch?
I don't want it.
Yeah, you do it. You do it perfect, dog. Hit that shit, dog.
I don't want it. What is up? This boy's sharp, bro.
Right, it's sharp as a Hey, on a side note, you remember when he was in that Triple X movie, though?
Yeah.
The only thing that was buff on his body was his forearms and shit.
He had a shirt with his sleeves rolled up, bro.
Yeah.
So he hit him with the forearm stiffies, bro.
He was in there with the stiffies, though.
That was some stiffies.
It was some straight stiffies. I got that phrase from you, though, man.
The stiffies.
Stiffies, dog. All I can think about is the Mel Gibson payback stiffies, dog.
Payback stiffies to the kidneys.
To the kidneys.
To the kidneys when he was selling this woman drugs, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, if you want to know what stiffies are, go to Mel Gibson payback. Kidney shots.
Man. That was a nice little segue, a sidebar. But anyway.
That was a sidebar.
Back to the denial. straight face.
Alright. People in denial, I've noticed, man, it's hard for them to build anything of substance, anything substantial when it comes to any form of success. They can get small things. Like, everybody got the potential to get small things.
Yeah.
Everybody got the potential to get, roof over your head and food and these types of things. And within this life, people put their all into that. So it's easy to be in denial and still be functional.
Yeah.
But to build an empire, you can't build an empire in constant denial, because you have to grow and learn things and adjust yourself to the market and whatever it is that you're trying to do.
You go out of business.
Yeah, and when you're in denial, you won't be able to see it. I saw a brother running an ad, and he was talking about real estate, and he was just showing off 2 cars, you know, and you know, the person was like, "Hey, bro, show off the house or whatever," and they start going back and forth, and he was getting mad, and I was like, there it is.
Yeah, so we messed up.
Yeah, there it is, and you could tell that this was the type of brother that was in denial about, you know what I'm saying,
His
about
situation.
that life. Yeah, and it comes out eventually.
Yeah,
so.
you on that Bow Wow challenge shit, bro.
He got nice cars, but you know, he can't be the person, the image that he was portraying, because it wasn't real.
Yeah, man. Like, just imagine if, like you said, if businesses would be in denial. Nike wouldn't be in business. Shit, Starbucks wouldn't be in business right now if they denied what had happened, and it was obvious that we seen that. So, you, like you said, you can't grow or have or sustain a certain amount of success if you are not transparent or big enough to admit certain things and mistakes, because we're all not perfect. I keep going back to that point because we all make mistakes. So you can't be arrogant as to think that you'll never make mistakes. You have to be cognizant of that and know that you're gonna make mistakes and be transparent, and you'll grow.
Yeah. To the amateur person, to the novice at that, they don't realize that rings a warning bell to an observer if you've never gone through, if you've never wronged, if you never hurt, or if you never open yourself up for truth. It just makes dysfunctional relationship. Just think if the whole time I'm talking to you, I'm being fake. You wouldn't be able to like feel my energy. You know the truth based on how it feels. Yeah. So you got to know fakeness based on that too. Right. And people in denial usually run in a pack. Right. With other people that's in denial.
Other fake motherfuckers.
Basically, other fake motherfuckers. That's the bro science, bro.
Yeah. It's the niggerology and
shit. Yeah.
I was on my Negro dominance.
I was at bro science, bro.
I'm Paul Mooney, and I don't trust these niggas.
And to let you know, all this is bro science. We're not claiming to be a psychologist, because I don't think the University of Columbia has all the answers to the black community.
They don't.
If so, they would have shared it.
I don't think they have all the answers to any fucking mind. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, especially black people, like you said, like. It would take a black man to dissect black problems for black men. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And black women. Like I can speak for black women too. I might not know everything, but I know the shit that they go through. And we can't afford to be in denial. You know what I'm saying? As black people, we have to be transparent and honest with each other, because that's why we're in the situation that we're in right now. It's because we got too many niggas and chicks out here doing that dumb shit, denying each other and not being real with each other, to now we can't even build and prosper and pull ourselves up out of this fucking hole that we're in. We can't afford to do that. The dominant society, they can afford to do that, because racism and white supremacy, the whole basis and crux of that whole ideology is denial, lying. And that's where we learn that shit from. And we gotta be honest about that.
But anyway, that's just something to think about at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in to Mikey Leo, the melanated father and son duo, just two grown men, talking about things that matters. Until the next time you bless us with your eardrums, love yourselves, and be free. People everywhere, we smoke that ganja, blow that smoke up in the air. They say we don't can have it, but we really don't care. Liberate the mind of the people everywhere. We all love marijuana. People everywhere, we smoke that ganja, blow that smoke up in the air. They say we don't can have it, but we really don't care. Liberate the mind of the people everywhere. We all love marijuana.
Tip top papers, Garcia Vegas, Swisher sweet billet blunts wrapped around grape bud. Whatever you got the taste for, wrap it up and flame up. As long as you got sticky and some buzz that you can't break up. They say don't take drugs, but that stuff made up. Drugs all made up, cause herbs from nature. So let your mind get high, let your soul live high. Uplift the people, baby, ain't that what we live by? Let the stress get by, let the pain slip by. Deadlines on the line, the ganja but you will make it fine. Slow down and take your time and see what place you find. When you escape your mind and let your feet skate the sky. Tell us don't touch that, but then they make blunt raps. They sell it to the hood, to anybody with a dub sack. To cash driving Cadillacs, to kids with a lunch sack. So fuck you gon' get a bag, then get a world of drag.
People everywhere. We smoke that ganja, blow that smoke up in the air. They say we don't can have it, but we really don't care. Liberate the mind of the people everywhere. We all love marijuana. People everywhere. We smoke that ganja, blow that smoke up in the air. They say we don't can have it, but we really don't care. Liberate the mind of the people everywhere. We all love marijuana.
The world's gone ganja crazy, living in the ganja nation, feeling like a ganja patient, but I'm fully conscious, baby. Eyes wide open, even though they looking low. And I'm moving with the best, even though I'm moving slow. And I did have a problem, but I blew it up in smoke. Now I ain't worried about a thing, cause we supposed to let it go. So instead I sing a note, cigarilla full of dro. How come you acting like dro is the only bud you know? I got Medibud, Euphoria, Bubblegum, Cola, White Widow, Max Tie Stick, and Hash Plant, Master Kush, Bubba Kush, Blue Misty, Grapefruit, Ice, and Early Misty. I got Strawberry Coffee, G13 Haze, Northern Lights, Mango, Super Silver Haze, Purple Power Food, Pure Power Plant. Now everybody pick one to feel the power of the plant.
People everywhere. We smoke that ganja, blow that smoke up in the air. They say we don't can have it, but we really don't care. Liberate the mind of the people everywhere. We all love marijuana. People everywhere. We smoke that ganja, blow that smoke up in the air. They say we don't can have it, but we really don't care. Liberate the mind of the people everywhere. We all love marijuana.
Yeah, man. When you see me, you see LDP. I'll let your boy. Hey, groove with me now. Come on.